Hi folks, I am Tom Abruzzini. I'd like to give you a quick idea of what I've been doing in my life. I think the best way to explain things is that when I was 13 years old, my father asked me to learn the piano. And I had a teacher that didn't teach too well. After 6 months I said to my father, forget it. And in the sense that he wanted me to continue, and I said, no, I'll teach myself. And I taught myself mathematically. And then I got interested in photography at about 15 years old. And then about 17 years old, my mother died, and I went to Italy. And for the first time, to see my future villa, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And then, when I was 17 years old, my father, who had a wine and liquor store, said to me in Calabrese, not Italian, he said, why don't you come to the store Monday and I said, for what? He said, well, I want you to learn the family business. I said, no, leave me alone. I want to play baseball. You know, baseball. And there was a big war on. And Sunday night, he said, you are coming to the store Monday, aren't you? And he said, look, if you don't come there, I kill you and I kill myself. So since I want to be part of living, that's how I got introduced to the wine business from my father. And I've been in the wine business ever since. As a retailer, as an exporter, as an importer, you name it, I've done it. And anyway, that started me. It's a very long story how I really started in that store, but let's not get into that. And then in 1960, my father died, and we sold the store, my sister and I, against my will. And then I worked for a big store in Yonkers, Cross County, wines and liquor. We went from 80 wines to 1,000 wines after 3 years. In 1964, I left the retail business and I went into the wholesale business with two companies. And I was given Queens as one of my areas, and I went there like a, how do you want to say it? I went there as a salesman, and I learned the trade that way. All right, 3 years with that. Then I went to, I became the vice president of Banfi in 1967. And 1967. And I stayed there for 7.5 years, and I started a little wine called Riuniti Lambrusco, which would take ages to tell you. It takes about 4 hours. Maybe we'll do it. And I think everybody knows Riuniti Lambrusco. I'm sure you've heard of Riuniti on ice. That's the ice. Oh, of course. So anyway, I stayed with Banfi for 7.5 years. We went from 0 cases of Lambrusco to 1 million. We were going on New York television and local. This is only local. And frankly, Banfi didn't have any money in the beginning, and I made them millionaires. And after I left, they went on national television. They went to 13.5 million cases, the largest selling one ever from Italy. And then I started my own company. And what happened was I started this company with my partner in 1974. And I went to Italy to look for agencies, you know, just a segment it should be. And what happened is that I was with, I should say, in 74. I stayed in Italy for 3 years, covering every region of Italy, all 20. 3 years. Italy for 3 years, looking for wines. Who had the time or the money to do it. And then I've been doing this ever since. Of course, I've now toned down the business. It's a long story to explain. And basically, that's what I've been doing all my life. But now I'm connected with North Beach Restaurant in San Francisco. I've known Lorenzo, the owner, since 1971, when I sold the wine with Banfi. And how can I say it to you? In 1980, since I was going around the country for my wine, in Chicago, I stayed with another very big restaurant called Italian Village. 1980 to basically 1990. And they only had 50 wines on their list, and I made a list which was a grand award list, 1,300 wines. You don't do it overnight, believe me, you don't. And so I was connected with that restaurant, so let's say that I have business cards from Chicago, business cards from San Francisco, and now I'm helping Lorenzo sell his own wine, the Petroni Sangiovese Grosso, nicknamed Brunello di Sonoma, and also his Cabernet. His first release was in '98, and because he released it, voila, I went to New York and I was selling the wines, and I've seen about 200 restaurants and stores in a period of about 4 or 5 months, not all at one time. And how do you want to say it? I rejuvenated my situation of seeing accounts and mainly, just about mainly, because we went to Brooklyn, etc., but not much. And so anyway, I'm here now in Villa, and I can't wait to get back to do a little pruning. And it looks like I may be coming back around the 15th of February, I'm not sure yet, to stay until April 1st, and then we go to Vinitali in Verona, the major wine fair. And that's about it right now.